how are you all today? It's been really horrible in London today. It's literally rained all day. It's really horrid, so I've literally just been inside all day because it's just so horrible. So yeah, I thought I'd make a video. This is something that I'm currently going through at the moment. As you can see from the title, this is about my favourite kind of makeup and skincare heroes for troubled skin. Now, when I say troubled skin, I mean very hormonal skin, breakouts, lost the glow, kind of just not quite right. And I go through this phase all the time. It seems to be just this constant wave. My skin's okay, and then it goes bad, and then it's okay, and I can never well, at the moment, I can't seem to get it kind of just constant. So this, I would say, has probably been maybe for the last 3 years I've had this. So kind of up until before then, I had great skin. I had really good skin. Even back then, I used to think, oh, my skin's not that great. Looking back now, I'm like, oh my god, my skin was fabulous. I didn't really have any blemishes. It was always just kind of normal. I could just get away with like a super sheer tinted moisturiser and I looked fine. And I kind of just had that for quite a long time, kind of my early 20s, mid 20s. And then as I've got to my later 20s, my skin has just really dramatically changed. So I know obviously I'm getting a little bit older, but just kind of everything in my face has changed. So I really go through kind of very hormonal breakouty skin, which makes me feel like a teenager, and I really don't like it. So I'm really trying to kind of take control of that. And there are certain products that I have found along the way that really help stop that and kind of get me back on kind of the straight and narrow of kind of more normal skin for me. So let's get started. I really hope, like, if this is something that you guys are going through, that kind of my suggestions here you may not have used before, and then they could benefit you. It would also be really great to hear anyone else's opinion. If you kind of have similar kind of quite breakouty skin, or kind of it's lost its kind of glow, or you get enlarged pores, or just it's quite erratic, like sometimes it's combination, sometimes it's dry. I'd really love to hear what products you really like and rate. So first of all, the cleanser that I kind of always go back to when my skin is really problematic is the Liz Earle Cleanse and Polish Hot Cloth Cleanser. This stuff is amazing. It's so good. It's an organic skincare, so that's great. It's got lots of natural ingredients in, which I really like. It's just such a good cleanser. I've used quite a lot of cleansers in my life. So I used to be a big Eve Lom fan, but I really went off that cleanser. So this is one that I just feel doesn't make my skin react and just really helps calm it down. So I think it's got it's got chamomile in, cocoa butter, eucalyptus, essential oils, so all really kind of calming bits and bobs in there, ingredients, which I find just really helps. So I have super sensitive skin. My skin reacts just out of nowhere. So I find it actually quite hard trying new products, and I'm always very kind of conscious of just buying something new because I'm kind of concerned that my skin might react to it. So I kind of stick with what I know, and I know that my skin doesn't react to this and just kind of keeps it at bay. So I really recommend this if you haven't tried it before. You just put it on and then just use a muslin cloth, a hot muslin cloth, to kind of take it off, and it's brilliant. I know so many people who use this, and it's such a great product. So I always go to that. So right now I'm really hating my skin, and that's like my go-to cleanser. So next, kind of a toner that I'm really loving. So I've probably been using this for maybe a year and a half, 2 years now, and that's the Lush Tea Tree Water Toner. This stuff is great. So I have quite combination skin. It really helps keep like the oil at bay. Again, very natural ingredients. It's got grapefruit water, It's got citrus, it's got lots of really natural ingredients, and I just find this absolutely great. So it's packaged as come to the aid and it's of skin that has emergencies. Tea tree is a wonder, antibacterial, antiseptic, and it's great for anyone with oily or spot prone skin. So this stuff is super, super good. I would really recommend this. So I tend to use those two together, and then kind of a serum that again, I've probably been using for maybe about 2 years now, when my skin is really not very happy, is the Clarins pore minimizing serum. Again, this stuff is great. I always kind of fall back to it when my skin's going through kind of a bit of a funny time. It just again helps keep like my blemishes at bay, and also makes my kind of open pores just less, and it's really good. My skin doesn't react to it. So this is brilliant. I actually use it in conjunction with this, which you can see is nearly finished. It's the Clarins Detox Booster. Again, I think this product's great. They have 3 different ones. I think there's a radiance one, there's a detox one, I can't remember what the other one is. But I love this, and I mix these 2 together and it's just brilliant, and I just really like them. So they're the kind of serums that I would use. On to another product. So I got this product in France. I've been reading loads and loads of stuff about retinol in products, and how it can really help blemish, acne prone skin, and also kind of help give you the glow back. So this I actually got in France. It's called A313 Pommade, I think. Pommade. And this stuff is brilliant. So I've got like a bit of a description on retinol for you, so I'm just going to read that out. So retinol helps fight acne and scars it leaves behind. Regular use helps clear up your complexion by pulling dead skin cells out of pores, which makes them look smaller, and it's also anti-inflammatory. Retin A, which is what is in this, is somewhere kind of in between that, and it's great for smoothing out wrinkles, blemish busting. It's just basically like magic in a tube. This stuff has changed my life. It's just absolutely incredible. So I would not use this every day. It can be quite drying. So what I would do is it's kind of like a paste. It looks a little bit like Vaseline. So I literally get a teeny tiny, maybe like quarter of a pea size, put it on the back of my hand, and then I mix it with this moisturiser. Again, this is a brilliant, like you can see I've nearly finished it, brilliant French moisturiser. Gonna try and pronounce it. It's called Embroylisse. So this stuff is amazing. It's great as kind of a primer, it's great as a base, it's great as a mask. It's so good, and it's just great for sensitive skin. So I use these 2 together and just get them in like a kind of, this probably pea-sized, this kind of quarter to half a size, and then I just mix it on my hand and I put it on my skin after I've washed and toned, and then I just leave that. So that's in the evenings, and honestly this stuff has changed the way my skin looks. I couldn't recommend it more. You know, I'm 29 now. I have kind of like a few wrinkles, but not quite there yet, thank God. So my main concerns really are kind of open pores and blemishes, but you know, this is great for kind of smoothing wrinkles as well, and honestly the texture of my skin has dramatically changed. So anyone travelling to France, get this stuff. It is literally a wonder product. So yeah, I love those. So another couple of kind of like good products that I found. So about a year ago, half a year ago, I was actually using an acne treatment from the doctor, because I was just really unhappy with kind of my chin area, and it was called Duac. So using this really dried my skin out. Like, yeah, it took the spots away, but my skin was just like ridiculously dry. So a really good tip if anyone else is using that or is using a treatment that's really drying on the skin, this moisturiser is amazing. So it's Bioderma, and it's basically if you're using kind of like a spot treatment or anything that's super drying your skin out, this stuff is amazing. I would so recommend it. It's called Moisturising Compensation Care. It's for again, acne prone skin, and it's brilliant. So do try these, they're good. Another product that I also really like as well, this stuff I've been using for absolutely years, is the Clinique anti-blemish blemish solution. This stuff is amazing. Literally, if you have a spot, put this on and it goes. It's so good. I don't think that there's any other kind of blemish cream or gel that I have ever used that kind of just works like this does. There's no fault, it just works. So again, I would try that if you get like the odd spot and you just want to get rid of it. So they are kind of the skincare products that I would say really, really work if you have very sensitive skin, if you are you have very hormonal skin, skin that's kind of like lost its glow. I feel that the A313 really helps kind of retexturize my skin and kind of brings back that oomph. It's just so weird because when I was younger, I just had really great skin all the time. My diet was bad, I was drinking a lot more because I was at uni, and then now I'm kind of so much more health conscious, I'm a lot more healthier, I'm, eat a lot better, and kind of I'm going through this really funny skin phase. So I'm hoping it's a phase and it just fades out. So yeah, I really hope that if any of you are going through something similar to me, that those products that you may want to try and that could help you. So also quickly, I just wanted to say which kind of makeup products I use kind of foundation wise when my skin is really playing up. So ones that again I don't react to, I have super sensitive skin, they literally don't do anything other than make me feel better and soothe my skin, and also just make me feel more confident and just work. So you probably would have heard of all three of these, but first is the Chantecaille Future Skin Foundation. This stuff is amazing. I've got it on now. It's just really, really lovely. It doesn't look like you've got a lot of makeup on. I'm really not one of those people that is into kind of the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. I just think that's super thick. I would feel that on my skin. I don't like feeling like I've got kind of a lot of makeup on my face. So this stuff's brilliant. It's pretty pricey. I think it's maybe about £60, but it's flawless. It's brilliant. The shade I have is Alabaster. The other two products that I really like that are just amazing is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. This stuff is faultless. You can literally not fault this product. It just makes you look brilliant, your skin look flawless. It just really does what it says on the tube. A lot of products promise a lot of stuff, but this really does. If you're feeling rubbish about yourself or your skin's just really not looking that great, put this on and you just instantly look really, really nice and flawless. So I could never fault this product. It's great. It's got kind of a lemony smell that I quite like. The shade that I have is light. I do also have medium as well, so for when I have more of a tan, but it's absolutely brilliant. Also another foundation that I really love is the Hourglass Vanishing Stick. This again is brilliant. If you're not really liking your skin that much and you just want to kind of feel nice about yourself, this is brilliant, and I have it in shade Porcelain, so that's when I'm really, really pale in the winter. Also a concealer that I always go back to, which is probably one of my favourite concealers, I would say, and that's the Clarins Instant Concealer. The shade I have is 1. Now the only problem with this concealer is they only have 3 shades. There's this one, which is great if you're super pale. Then number 2 is quite pink, and then number 3, I can't remember it wasn't very dark, it's still pretty light, so again they don't have a great kind of range of colours, but yeah, number one really works for me, so if you're kind of a similar quite pale skin as me, then it would probably work for you too. But I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope that you kind of found kind of the things that I was talking about helpful, and please let me know if you've got any recommendations of other products that you think are really good and have really helped you. Thanks so much everyone, bye!